Hello, and welcome to Workshop 1 of our edt8130 course. I'm sure that each of you have followed the information sheet that I emailed to you and have updated your software and completed the audio setup wizard. If not, please run through these steps and rejoin this recording once you have finished. Let's spend our time together concentrating on class. Please remove all distractions from your mind, turn off your cell phone, and close your door. Today's discussion focuses on Garrison, Archer, and Anderson's community of inquiry. At the end of this workshop, students will be able to identify the three phases or presences of the community of inquiry model and provide examples of each phase. Let's begin with a short quiz on what you already know. Open a new Word document or take out a piece of paper and jot down 2 or 3 concerns that teachers have about online learning. Then, list 1 or 2 possible solutions to each of these issues. Pause this recording while you write down your answers and restart when you have finished. Save this information because we will be referring to it before the end of the session. Welcome back. According to D. Randy Garrison, it should come as no surprise that most research into using technology for educational purposes has shown no significant difference in learning outcomes between traditional and technically advanced media. To achieve learning, teachers and students must work together. The community of inquiry, or COI, is a collaborative approach to learning and teaching which centers around deep and meaningful learning. As the diagram illustrates, there are 3 mutually dependent aspects of the COI framework: social presence, cognitive presence, and teaching presence. Social presence is the ability of participants to identify with a group, communicate purposefully in a trusting environment, and develop personal and effective relationships. Students develop a collaborative bond with a common goal. How can you establish social presence? Before introducing content material, dedicate an activity where the only goal is to learn about each other. Also, structure activities to build collaboration. Cognitive presence is the ability of students to think, discuss, and reach deep understanding. Students will take new knowledge, analyze it, and integrate it with their own knowledge of the topic. Cognitive presence is achieved through a progressive phases of practical inquiry, starting with the triggering phase, which presents the students with a problem and introduces an activity to engage them. Next, the exploration phase focuses on understanding the nature of the problem and searching for information and possible explanations. The integration phase constructs meaning from the ideas generated in the exploration phase. Students begin to assess the ideas in terms of solutions to the problem at hand. And finally, the resolution phase is to test the outcome and solution for the problem. How can you work through the practical inquiry model? Design an activity to hook and hold the student's attention and motivate them to want to find the answers. Encourage and support them through the practical inquiry phases. Of course, every teacher hopes to reach their students, but it's not always the case. We're going to watch a quick video about teaching presence. And my video doesn't seem to be working. Let me put the link right here in the text chat. And I will bring this up.
1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the Anyone? Anyone? A tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
Now that is what you don't want in your teaching presence. Teaching presence provides leadership through the design of the educational experience and facilitation. Additionally, netiquette is established, building an informal code of behavior. How can you utilize technology to improve online teaching presence? One suggestion is to use blogging. Blogging with students on a topic is a way to have an online interactive discussion. Another suggestion would be live chats. Live chats provide students with the opportunity to ask questions and get immediate responses. Now, let's take another look at the online learning issues and the potential solutions that you put down at the beginning of this workshop. Pause this recording and review your answers. Do you agree with your initial assessment? Do you have any additional suggestions to overcome the online learning issues? Please resume the recording when you have finished your review. Email any questions, comments, or suggestions that you have to me at joni.hendricks@wright.edu or refer to our text. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to meeting with you all next week.